Hi, I'm Peggy. Welcome to my studio. And today I am making my craft roulette card for episode number 263. And first thing, I'm sorry I haven't been around in a couple weeks. Life got rough and it won, and that's all I'm gonna say. But I am back. I have been having some technical problems, so bear with me. And let's get to our card today. It's not gonna be a long video because I've got a lot prepped, and it's a really quick come together card. The parameters from Friday's show were the project is a Sending Sunshine card. The colors are spring. The element is rodent or rodents. And the random is shiny. I do not have any kind of stamps or dies of rodents, not that I could find. So what I did, I went onto Creative Fabrica and I found a set. I found a bunch of stuff, but this set of little gophers, and I thought he was so cute, especially with the sun and everything. So that's what I chose, and I will have a link below in the description in case you want to go check them out. Next thing is the sunshine bit, and I am using a sentiment from Sarah Liz over at Sassy's LLC from her emergency card kit number 65. That's where the sentiment is from. And I'm also using this card sketch that she put out this week. I'm going to put that over there so I can see it. And my spring colors, I chose like the greens, pinks, blues, and an orange, which I thought is really, that's different for me. I know you guys rarely see me use orange. And the yellow that kind of coordinates with the sun and everything. And for shiny, what I did is I took some glossy accents, and I did this off camera because number one, I had to dry, and number two, I am not very adept at using this yet. But if you can see my sun, let's see, there we go, you can see it. It's got the glossy accents on the sun. And then for the rays, I just used, who is this by? I'm not even sure. Spectrum Noir, one of their clear glitter sparkle pens on the little rays, because I wasn't about to try those with the tip of the bottle. It just wasn't going to happen. And I have a really pretty gold cardstock for the base for him to lay on. And yes, I did not waste anything. I did cut the backer for my sentiment out of the same cardstock. You're not going to see it anyway. It doesn't really matter. And I've got the strips here that go on our card. And I took the back, and just to give it some interest, I put it through a Spellbinders 3D embossing folder. I thought that kind of went good with the sunshine. And so I'm going to be put on the white card base, which I'm going to put on the side for right now. So this should be pretty easy to put together. First thing I'm going to do is glue these down. And there's the sketch again. I am changing it a little bit. I'm not using the circle. I'm just using the rectangle. That's really the only difference that I'm doing. And let me put some, I'm just going to use some Fabri-Tac on this. These are also, first time I'm using these cardstocks. They are from Spellbinders. And I do not know offhand what the colors are. I can, if you give me a second, there's that. I can let you know what they are. Let me try to find the package. Hold on one second. And we will see. They are, let's see. Pink Sand, which I don't think they have anymore. Beeswax. Peridot. Waterfall. And I'm not sure what the orange is, honestly. It is Sunkissed. So those are the colors of that. Some of them they still have, and some of them they've changed. Anyway, let's get back to this. So first thing I want to do is, and I know I'm all over the place, and I'm sorry about that. I decided to put my stripes in this order. I was thinking grass, flower, sky. For some reason, that's what it makes me think of. So and I also try to find colors that would kind of look good with my little picture there. So let me take my green strip, and I'm just putting a little bit of glue. You don't need a whole lot. I would rather have to add a little bit more glue than to have a bunch of seepage happening, because that's never fun for anybody. Okay, here's one. And now this, since this is a 3D embossing folder, sometimes it might need a little more glue than normal, or you can also use like tape, a double-sided adhesive tape, which would also work. But it's got to be something that's going to be strong enough to hold it onto the background with all of its little nooks and crannies that are going on. And if it doesn't come all the way to one edge, you know what, that's okay, because our little gopher there, he is going to be covering up that edge. Let me see. Okay. And my last strip, like I said, this is a pretty quick one to come together. I usually don't use card sketches, but I thought it'd be pretty neat to do it this time. And I kind of liked it. It worked with my whole little round guy here. So now part of this is going to get cut off. So I'm going to try to move it over enough so maybe like the little tree will get cut off. That's what I'm going for. But I thought he was so cute. Let's see, we're gonna go about here, I guess, with the glue. And then it's supposed to be up a little bit. Like I said, I'm gonna put it over that way and make sure he's sitting. There we go. And press that down. Now that could have been on some foam tape and it would have been fine. But there we go. Okay. And the last thing I have is my sentiment. And I am just going to glue this flat as well. And I haven't been using much foam tape lately at all, honestly. But it's okay. Okay, up just a little bit. There we go. That is so adorable. Now, I don't know, on my screen, everything looks like really bright colored. It's not, they're bright, but it's not, it's a little more muted than it looks on my screen, so I don't know how it's gonna look to you guys. Okay, we're gonna let that sit just a little bit. Now, what I'm gonna do is use a good pair of scissors. These are from Spellbinders. I love these scissors. And I'm just going to turn it over. And now you can also use a paper trimmer for this, but scissors it's just easy. For me, it's easier to do in that way. And I did go off a little bit. My hands have been cramping a lot and I've been having some troubles. Here we go. Okay. That is cut off. That is so cute. And I managed, honestly, to cut the little tree trunk off. And let me put this onto a card base. It's just a plain white card base, 80 pound. And these cardstocks from Spellbinders, they're 100 pound. So it's going to be a pretty sturdy cover front of this card. But it's the first time, I bought them a while ago. Now, I'm adding a little bit of extra glue just because of all, again, the nooks and crannies, just to make sure it all sticks. But I bought these a while ago, and I haven't really played with them. Again, I'm going to line it right up on my fold because it is much easier to trim your opening side than the fold. But I haven't really played with them. So, and I actually really like them, and you can see it took the embossing folder really, really well. Okay, there is our card so far. He's so cute. And I want to put just some sparkles on it. This is from this month's kit from Buttons Galore and More. It was the summer box. And I thought maybe some of the yellow, because of the whole sunshine thing, would work good. So let me pull a few out. There's a few different sizes. And I'm just going to use it probably around the greeting here just to... And just find some to fit on there. Sorry, I got really quiet there. Didn't mean to. Just a little bit. These are pretty. And I lost it. Where'd that one? There it is. The only problem is they're hard to, they always want to roll over the wrong way. But I thought these were pretty. Just, you know, subtle. But I like that on here. On this card, I think it looks good. And another tiny one. And there we go. Oops. Okay, that is my card. So let's make sure we got everything. Sending sunshine, the just a little sunshine. Spring colors, I believe that definitely qualifies for spring. Rodents, my little groundhog. And shiny is the sun. So there you go. And if you enjoyed this, please subscribe to my channel and like the video and share it with a crafty friend. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.